What if everything you've been taught about creating your life is wrong? You've been told to work harder, to hustle, to chase your dreams. But you cannot chase a reflection in a mirror. The secret is not in the doing, it's in the being. The reality you desire already exists. It's a finished state of consciousness, a complete world, waiting for you. The only thing missing is your awareness of it. This isn't another motivational talk. This is an activation. Over the next 20 minutes, you will be guided to remember the power you were born with. The power to select your reality through your own wonderful I am. Do not just listen to these words. Feel them. Because the state you assume by the end of this audio will be the foundation of your new world. You feel it, don't you? A deep, silent stirring beneath the surface of your reality. Something immense is moving toward you, even if your eyes see nothing but the same old landscape. It feels like the sacred hush just before dawn breaks after the longest, darkest night of the soul. You've been waiting for a sign, a signal from the outside world that change is finally here. But that's the old way of thinking, the illusion you were taught to believe. The great shift, the one your spirit has been crying out for, will not announce itself with trumpets or thunder. It arrives as a quiet, invisible movement within your own consciousness. This isn't something happening to you. Oh no, it is something happening through you. A cosmic remembrance that is stirring from its slumber, preparing to reshape your world from the inside out. Your inner world is the only cause, but that's only the surface. The true revelation is this. The transformation you seek is not a future event to be earned, but a sacred reunion to be accepted. A reunion with your true self, the formless awareness, the great I am that dwells behind your name, your history, and your fears. The world has expertly trained you to seek power, validation, and love outside of yourself. It has taught you to build, to strive, to chase. Yet the entire time, the infinite operant power to create worlds has been dormant within you, waiting for your attention. This journey isn't about becoming someone new. It is the holy process of unbecoming everything you thought you were, so that you can finally remember what you truly are. The power isn't external. It is your own wonderful human imagination, your consciousness. And it's waking up now. You must understand this fundamental truth. You already possess everything you will ever need. The life you desire, the love you crave, the abundance you dream of. It is not something you must build from scratch. It already exists as a state, a finished reality within the infinite potential of consciousness. The gap you perceive between your current life and your desired life is not a measure of distance or time. It is an energetic misalignment. You are simply tuned to the wrong frequency, occupying a state of consciousness that perpetuates the very lack you wish to escape. The feeling of not having it yet is the very creative act that pushes it away. Your power lies not in chasing, but in selection. You are here to select the state you wish to experience and occupy it with feeling until it becomes your reality. Here's what changes everything. The universe, God, the source, whatever name you give it, does not respond to your desperate pleas or your half-hearted wishes. It responds to the energy you embody, the state you assume. Your desire is a prayer, but your feeling is the amen. It is the absolute conviction that it is already done. Feeling is the key. You can repeat affirmations until you are breathless. You can visualize until your mind aches. But if you do not feel the reality of your wish, you are simply creating more of the same longing. Your imagination is the womb of creation, but feeling is the lifeblood that nourishes the seed. What assumption are you feeding with your feelings right now? Are you feeling the problem? Or are you daring to feel the solution as if it were already your solid waking reality? So let the outer world play its part. Let the shadows dance and the circumstances roar. It is all a reflection of a past assumption, a state you once occupied. Your work is not out there, fighting against illusions. Your true work is an internal, invisible movement. It is the sacred art of shifting your consciousness from the state of the problem to the state of the wish fulfilled. This is where the miracle happens, not in a sudden flash of external magic, but in the quiet, resolute click of an internal shift. You close your eyes to the world of Caesar, the world of facts and figures, and you open your spiritual senses to the reality you have chosen within. You already are the person you desire to be. Now you must simply consent to being it. All meaningful change begins in silence, hidden from the world. It starts within, in the fertile darkness of your own consciousness, long before any evidence appears in the daylight of your reality. Think of a seed buried in the soil. For weeks, nothing seems to happen. The surface remains unchanged, barren, but beneath, in the unseen realm, a powerful transformation is underway. Roots are anchoring. Life is gathering force, preparing for the inevitable breakthrough. This is the nature of your inner work. You plant the seed of an assumption, the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and you nurture it in the secret place of your imagination. You don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the process. You allow the change to mature within you first. This is the operant power of faith. It is a quiet confidence, an inner knowing that what is done in imagination will inevitably harden into fact. This is the secret that Napoleon Hill hinted at, a truth that echoes through the ages. Your greatest turning points often arrive disguised as moments of great adversity or stagnation. When the external world seems most resistant, when you feel stuck in a reality you no longer desire, that is precisely the moment your inner power is being called forth. The feeling of being trapped is an invitation to go deeper, to realize that the prison is not made of external circumstances, but of internal assumptions. The bars are your beliefs. The walls are your states of consciousness. Change doesn't emerge from fighting the old reality. It emerges from abandoning it completely within your mind. You turn your back on the world of appearances, and you walk boldly into the state of your desire, living there in imagination as if it were already your home. Here's the profound paradox. True prosperity, unconditional love, and unshakable peace are not destinations you arrive at. They are states you return to. They already exist within you, as part of your essential nature, your I am. The problem has never been a lack of these qualities, but a deep disconnection from the truth of who you are. You have been hypnotized by the illusion of separation, taught to believe that you are a small, limited being fighting for scraps in a hostile universe. But you are the universe experiencing itself. The journey isn't about acquiring anything new. It's about shedding the layers of false identity until you recognize the treasure that has been inside you all along. You are not becoming worthy. You are simply remembering that you always were. Now go deeper. The mind can achieve whatever it can conceive and believe. This is a law as certain as gravity. But belief is not mere intellectual assent. It is a deep vibrational acceptance, a feeling of naturalness. To truly believe, you must break the habit of external seeking. You must stop looking for evidence, for permission, for validation from the outside world. The outside is a mirror, and it can only reflect what you are. It cannot create. Your belief becomes potent when you detach from the how and the when. You stop trying to manipulate the middle, to connect the dots between your current reality and your desire. You simply assume the end. You live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and you allow the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind to orchestrate the how in ways you could never have conceived. This is the art of non-attachment. It is not indifference. Oh no, it is the highest form of faith. It is releasing your desperate grip on the outcome, knowing that by assuming the state of your desire, the outcome is already secured. You walk in the calm assurance that your inner world is the only reality, and the external is merely its shadow. You stop needing the world to prove your assumption is true, because your feeling, your inner conviction, is all the proof you need. You are the creator, the selecting power. You choose a state, you occupy it with your imagination, and you remain faithful to that inner reality, regardless of the storms that may rage in the world of appearances. This inner fidelity is the key that unlocks everything. So many stand on the shores of abundance, praying for their ship to come in, yet their entire being is broadcasting a storm. They desire blessings, but they vibrate anxiety. They ask for success, but they radiate a deep-seated fear of failure. They crave love, but their energy screams of scarcity and loneliness. And then they wonder why the harbor remains empty. You must understand this. The universe is not an entity that judges or withholds. It is an impartial mirror. It can only reflect the truth of who you are being. It responds not to the words you speak, but to the vibration you emit. And anxiety, my friend, is a powerful vibration. It is a prayer for what you do not want. As long as you are vibrating in the frequency of the problem, the solution cannot find you. It is a law. Your energy precedes your experience. Here's the mechanism, the secret workings of your own divine power. Your subconscious mind, the formless I am within you, is the fertile ground where all seeds of reality are planted. It accepts any idea, but only if that idea is impressed upon it with sufficient feeling. Feeling is the language of the subconscious, but what feeling are you truly offering it? When you desire wealth but feel anxious about your bills, you are not impressing the idea of wealth. You are powerfully impressing the feeling of lack. You are using the sacred power of emotion to command your subconscious to create more insecurity, not more faith. Anxiety does not transmit confidence. It transmits a deep assumption of failure, and your faithful subconscious, which only knows how to create, takes that emotional instruction and makes it your reality. Now go deeper. This is the source of all failure in the spiritual life: incoherence. A profound disconnect between what you say you want and what you feel to be true. You can recite "I am prosperous" all day long, but if your nervous system is humming with the vibration of debt, your declaration is powerless. It is a sound without force, a wish without life. The desire is the seed, but the feeling is the water. A seed planted in dry, hostile ground cannot germinate. Your desires cannot take root in a consciousness that is fundamentally at odds with them. You are trying to build a new house on the foundation of the old one. It will not stand. You must first abandon the old state of consciousness, the old vibration, and align your entire being with the feeling of the wish already fulfilled. This changes everything. You do not get what you want in this life. You get what you are. The universe doesn't deliver what you ask for with your lips. It delivers what you are prepared to receive in your soul. And what does it mean to be prepared? It is not about working harder or being more deserving in the eyes of the world. It is a vibrational readiness, an internal state of naturalness. To be prepared for great love, you must first vibrate as a person who is deeply loved and cherished. To be prepared for abundance, you must assume the inner state of one who is already prosperous, secure, and generous. If you ask for success but feel like a failure, you are vibrationally aligned with failure. The mirror of your reality has no choice but to reflect the image you hold of yourself. So, the great work is not to fight the outer world or to shout your desires louder into the void. The operant power is within you. The work is to consciously, deliberately, and faithfully cultivate the feeling of your answered prayer. It is the art of emotional alignment. You must choose a new state and live there in your imagination until it feels more real than your current reality. You stop rehearsing your problems and start living in the solution. This is not pretending. This is creating. You close your eyes to the facts of your current life and open your soul to the truth of your desire. This inner coherence, this harmony between your desire and your feeling, is the signal that commands worlds to change on your behalf. What if the most powerful prayer you could ever utter is not a desperate plea, but a quiet thank you? Not a thank you for something you have received, but for what you are about to receive. This is the master key, the secret attitude that changes everything. It is the power of anticipatory gratitude. The average person gives thanks after the blessing arrives, reacting to the world of effects. But the master gives thanks before there is any evidence, creating from the world of cause. This isn't just positive thinking. It is a profound act of creative faith. By thanking the unseen power for your desire fulfilled, you are not hoping it will happen. You are declaring with every fiber of your being that it has already happened in the only reality that matters, your own consciousness. This act shifts your energy from the state of longing to the state of knowing. Here's what changes everything. This practice of giving thanks in advance is a direct command to your subconscious mind. When you feel genuine gratitude for something that has not yet materialized, you are communicating to the infinite intelligence within that the manifestation is a done deal. You are impressing upon it the feeling of the accomplished fact. This is the language it understands. Gratitude elevates your vibration faster than any other emotion. It is impossible to feel genuine gratitude and at the same time feel fear, lack, or anxiety. Therefore, anticipatory gratitude is the ultimate tool for vibrational alignment. It lifts you out of the state of the problem and places you firmly in the consciousness of the solution. It tells the universe, I am ready. I have received it. It is mine now. But that's only the surface. Receiving is a lost spiritual art. You have been taught how to strive, how to chase, how to fight. But has anyone ever taught you how to truly receive? To receive is not a passive act. It requires immense internal preparation. It is the art of letting go of resistance, of ceasing the frantic inner struggle. You cannot receive a gift with clenched fists. You must open your hands. Spiritually, this means you must quiet the anxious mind, release the need to control the how and when, and enter a state of quiet surrender. It is a profound trust in the operant power within. You have planted the seed in your imagination. Now you must prepare the soil of your soul to receive the harvest, without digging it up every 5 minutes to see if it's growing. Now go deeper. The greatest obstacle to receiving is the hidden assumption of unworthiness. Somewhere along the way you were taught that you must earn your good, that you are not inherently deserving of life's best. This is the foundational lie that blocks the flow of abundance, love, and peace. You must know this in the core of your being. You are inherently worthy. You are chosen. Your worth is not determined by your actions, your past, or the opinions of others. It is an irrevocable fact of your existence. You are a divine expression of the great I am. The energy of receiving, therefore, is not about becoming worthy. It is about accepting the worthiness that you already are. It is an internal readiness, a deep, silent consent to embrace the best of life simply because you exist. So you must cultivate the inner posture of reception. This is done by combining the two great powers, assumption and gratitude. You assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and then you flood your consciousness with gratitude for being the person who has that desire realized. You are not thanking for a thing. You are thanking for a state of consciousness. This gratitude dissolves the walls of resistance. It silences the voice of doubt. It makes you a vibrational match for your desire. It opens the channels through which the physical manifestation must flow. You walk, talk, and breathe from a place of quiet, grateful certainty, knowing that what is a finished fact in your imagination must, by law, become a finished fact in your world. You must finally accept this liberating yet terrifying truth. The external world is nothing more than a mirror reflecting your internal reality. It is a feedback loop, flawlessly showing you the state of consciousness you are currently occupying. You attract what you are, not what you want. The world doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you who you believe yourself to be. This is why chasing things in the outer world is a fool's errand. You are chasing reflections in a mirror. To change the reflection, you do not argue with it or try to manipulate it. You change the object being reflected. You change yourself. Your inner world is the object. The outer world is the mirror. Your true operant power lies in your ability to sculpt your consciousness, your I am, into the likeness of that which you desire to experience. This is the great secret of manifestation. To attract love, you must be love. You must walk through the world from the assumption that you are already cherished, adored, and complete. You must radiate the feeling of love, not seek it. To attract peace, you must become a vessel of peace, cultivating a serene inner state regardless of outer chaos. To attract prosperity, you must think, feel, and act from the assumption that you are already prosperous. This isn't about faking it till you make it. It is about faithing it till you become it. It is an internal selection. You behave as if you are already that which you desire to be, not to impress others, but to impress your own subconscious mind, which is the only God you will ever need to persuade. Now go deeper. True abundance is not something you hoard. It is a current that must flow through you. Many people desperately try to dam the river of prosperity, clinging to every drop out of a deep-seated fear of lack. But a dammed river becomes stagnant and lifeless. Abundance is a cycle. To receive more, you must give more. When you share your resources, your time, your love, your wisdom, you are making a powerful declaration to the universe. You are saying, I have more than enough. I live in an abundant world. My source is infinite. This act of giving completes the circuit and allows the universal energy to multiply and flow back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Sharing reinforces your own belief in your prosperity. This is what Napoleon Hill discovered when he taught that lasting wealth comes to those who use it as an instrument of service. You become a channel, not a container. The man who gives from a state of abundance is demonstrating his faith in the unseen source. He is occupying the consciousness of wealth. The universe, which is only a mirror, must then reflect that consciousness back to him as increased financial flow. But the man who gives out of a feeling of obligation or fear, hoping to get something in return, is still operating from a state of lack. His gift is tainted with the energy of scarcity, and the mirror will reflect that back to him as well. The feeling behind the action is everything. So let this be your new way of life. See your outer world as a perfect, loving messenger, always telling you which state of consciousness you are embodying. If you don't like the reflection, don't fight the mirror. Turn within. Use your divine imagination to assume the state you desire. Feel its reality. Then from that new state, act. Share your joy, share your peace, share your wealth, knowing that in doing so, you are only amplifying the reality you have chosen within. You are not trying to get something from the world. You are simply allowing the truth of who you already are to flow through you and reshape the world in your image. This is the path of the true master. You are not a victim of your reality. You are its creator. You are no longer observing life from the sidelines. You are the operant power. You are consciousness selecting its next experience. What you feel now becomes your next reality. So what are you ready to assume today? Let me know in the comments what shifted inside you during these 20 minutes. Subscribe and activate the notifications because your awakening has just begun. And if this woke something up in you, wait until you see the next video. Click it now on the screen and go deeper.